Okay, we're going to be talking about Babel updates now. It's something I wanted to do for a long time. Kind of a sneak peek as to what's coming for all the other servers at some point. And it gives you a way to prepare for good and bad things that are on the horizon. The link to this will be in the description below, and let's get into it. So, this balance patch is just full of nerfs to the raid and how to make raid parties, more or less. However, before we get into the nerfs, there have been some buffs and some nerfs to just general passives. So, Night Emperor, his damage went from 3% to 2% from the Persistence passive. And Magic Knight, there's going to be a lot of passives like this where it was a set number before, 16k. Now it is, well, not 16k, 100 and 1,600. So 1,600, not 16k. The set number has been changed to a percentage, which is, in my opinion, a buff, because the higher the number that multiplies, that is multiplicative, the higher the number that is multiplied by this percentage is going to give you a higher overall increase to damage than it would if this was just a set small number. So multiplicative is going to be better for higher scaling numbers than it would be if it was additive. If this was a small number theory game, then yes, this would probably be better than this. But since the numbers keep going up and up and up, this is going to give you more return on the multiplicative the values. Alright, to the nerfs. All of the buffs for most of the classes cannot be stacked with each other anymore. So, Seal of Wisdom, aka the magic buff, that gives you magical power increase from High Magician, Elemental Master, Aether Sage, does not stack with Seal of Wisdom, Seal of Acceleration, Arliana, or Seal of Annihilation. Oof. Seal of Acceleration does not seal with any of those aforementioned buffs. DW / Metamorphy also gets the same 6% increase for her fitness, and her Seal of Power, the physical increase, does not stack with those other buffs. Sad times. You're gonna have to be a little bit more creative with your party comps for raid or just general high tier dungeons from now on. Combat Ranger, so Windsneaker Anemos got a pretty significant buff, 10% instead of 2,400 damage increase. Arliana no longer stacks with those buffs. It doesn't stack with itself, apparently. Raven, his damage went down by 1%, so he already had his 3 passion plays, but now it got nerfed by 1%. Yeah, this is okay. He's kind of still stupidly strong. Overtake, so Reckless Fist / Rage Hearts got nerfed by quite a bit, 20% to 12%. Exploding Nasod Hand also got, oh no, this got buffed, holy crap. 296% to 1200. That's pretty juicy. So, I guess it balanced itself out in the end. The nerf to the buff. Eve, yeah, rest in peace, Eve. Atomic Shield no longer stacks with Tactical Field, both mod and normal. Wonderwall, both mod and normal. Sad times. Seal of Annihilation no longer stacks with Arliana and the 3 Aisha buffs. Sad times. So she's no longer a buff train. She only is buffs to herself and the one other person who gets her buff, I guess. I don't really understand how this is going to work. Does this mean that only one person gets the one buff that is casted first? Is it the buff that's casted last? Is it the one that's the higher number? But what if they're not the same type of buff? Like, I think hers is a crit buff, so the other buffs are like magical power, speed, physical attack power. I don't know why it doesn't stack with the other buffs anymore in that regard, but I do see it clashing with Arliana because I think that does give crit and maximize. Have to go back and look at it. Wonderwall is not stacked with aforementioned buffs. Sad times. Fail Phantom. Was it mentioned if his Sharpshooter Syndrome doesn't? I'm assuming it does still stack with everything else because it's not mentioned. Mod Punisher got nerfed a little bit, which is okay, I guess. He's kind of already too strong. Centurion got hit pretty hard with the Tactical Field nerfs. Does not stack with Heavy Field. Does not, or essentially, Tactical Field does not stack with Atomic Shield, Tactical Field, Mod Wonderwall, and Mod Wonderwall. Heavy Field doesn't stack with Mod Tactical Field, and Mod Heavy Field does not stack with Mod Tactical Field. Keep going down. Aura got the huge nerf. So, you can no longer awaken for 10 beads. Instead, you gotta do Gate of Darkness to get a item that they're adding into the game called Energy Recovery Potion, which I'm assuming is gonna act like the rice drinks that give you full awakening for characters that have beads or add as DP. It's just gonna act as another way to get your beads up, so you have to fill in another slot for that. I don't know how people are gonna feel about this nerf. I'm kind of happy she's getting nerfed, if I were to be honest. But, I wonder how this is gonna really affect our players in general. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be pretty upset about that. Flying Kite, additional hits only activate for energy recovered through Fox mode. So I'm assuming you can only use this if you're awakened 3 bead and you kill an enemy and you get a bead back, so you get to additionally like teleport to other enemies. So this is a huge nerf. Apsara, nerf to Time of Enlightenment. I'm assuming this is a buff of some kind, or no, a passive. Got nerfed by 0.5%. Not a huge deal. Flow of Energy, additional energy gain feature. I don't know what this is all about. Yamaraja, 6% buff. Elysis, Chivalry, cooldown decrease from Gale, 80%. Now it's down to fight, 40%. Explosive Fist got additional damage for debuff targets decrease. Slight nerf. Not really the end of the world. Mod Explosive Fist, same thing, slight nerf. It also got damage nerf too. Instead of 71, it's now 65. Damage for the original 99. Add. We got particle damage activation for special actives too. So oh, that's actually really good. Alright, so this is a buff. 10% of damage dealt. Yeah, it's a good buff. Lunatics like Transcendent Body. Awakening special active cooldown decrease time to 3 seconds. Nasod Armor Command mutation point gain chance 100%. Nice. So I'm assuming when you connect, like teleport with Nasod Armor Command, or I don't know if it's just the commands like as in attacks, or just the connecting teleport, you get a mutation point for doing that. So that's nice. Ultimate Fury for a Mastermind. This was buffed. Well, I can't really say. I can't tell. The damage overall was buffed, but the duration has been lowered. So now it's more of a burst move. So multi-hit amount decreased, but it does a lot more damage percentage-wise, but the duration was nerfed quite significantly. I don't know. This is going to take testing. I can't tell just from the numbers alone. Liberate at will, 15% to 50%. Obvious buff. Phantom Seeker, obvious buff. It's 163, 218, 474, 636. Yeah, buff. Same duration too. Dominator energy flow. Additional mutation point when mutation point is 0, 1. Removed. But no, this was removed. This is what it is now. Time flow. Cooldown time decrease when using Seal of Time. 100%. Mind Control, Awakening, 50% chance to gain 30%. Now it's 100% chance to get 20%. I think that's a little bit better. Awakening MP gain, 50% to gain, same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a buff. You don't have to flip a coin anymore. You don't get as much MP, but now it's guaranteed. And it's not so much less that it's like you're losing your mind over not getting as much MP anymore. ESP, damage decrease. I think this is a defensive buff. If that is, then yeah, that went way down. 50% to 5%? Whoa, super nerf. Mad Paradox. When using MP potion, gain same amount of DP instead. It's interesting. I don't know how this is going to interplay, but I like this. This is a really interesting mechanic. When you use an MP potion, you get DP instead. I like that. Lucille, light resistance. Yeah, Lucille's were talking about this. They are very, very happy that their seals or their buffs were taken away from stacking with everybody else. Combination Gauge Potion or Gauge Potion added as a Gate of Darkness reward. I wonder if these potions are going to be tradable. It makes sense if they are tradable, like making elixirs or vigor potions turning into vitality potions. The vigor potions aren't tradable, but vitality potions are. So I don't know if they're gonna make this tradable or not. It would be nice if it was tradable, but we'll see. It rewards players for the players who like doing Gate of Darkness. And that's about it. Lots of nerfs for raid party comps. Lots of general buffs to additive passives turning into percentage passives, multiplicative, and just general. I think Mad Paradox got the most interesting change with the NP potion to DP. Form change 100%. Yeah, that's about it. And that was the Babel update for November 1st in KR. I'll see you guys next time.